Listen, if y'all need something to do in the summer, make sure y'all turn this on No Hodge Vegas on all platforms. You heard?
Man, just perform that record, man. Do that, man. Let's go.
For a little J, we don't hold. She let me rock the J, we don't low. Kiss when we smile, let's go. Man, I love all y'all, man. Auburn, New York, Atlanta. I love all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We outside. Vegas Gang ENT on all platforms. Vegas Gang ENT on YouTube. We got 10 million plus views, man. Shout out to Locks. Shout out Jada Kiss. Shout out Styles P. I'm coming back home. Feel me? Shout out everybody, man. We doing it, man. Shout out my little brother VGE Frankie. He can't be a VGE Frankie. That's why I started this with, man. Shout out everybody, man.
From the city.
That's a fact. Now I'm from upstate, Syracuse, New York, Auburn, New York, man. It's a little town up there, man. We like South Canada, Central New York. We outside.
Ain't nothing wrong.
You got that city. You still got that's still city vibes, man.
We in the building.
It's the city boys.
Some fact. We in the
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I'm gonna bring that record back. Because I want to hear him spit over the record.
That's a fact.
Y'all having the interview over the record.
That's a fact.
I want to hear him spit.
All right, let me run it back.
People want to hear you spit. No, I'm already ready back. Are you ready?
That's a interview with Vegas Gang, Agent Greco. You can't hear the music because it's in her headphones.
Yeah, hat in this airplane toe. She let me nut in a bare face bowl. She told her the Tefilo, J with a hole. She let me rock and get J with a low. And she doing it his. Listen, for the rock me, you know I'ma do it. I've been in King since I started this music. You gotta bop us some. This is it about me, your mama would do it. I gotta eat the poverty doing. My belly to back. If I'm hungry, I'm booming. Mommy been sick, what you think that they doing? I'm calling up Ben here in Newark, I'm zooming. 4 shots per the God I miss. No nigga finna burn, let it rock like this. Let it rock, let it flat like this. Any nigga get touched on my pops like this. Got the game in the locks like Kiss. Any nigga disrespect Frankie hot like grits. I be Andy Miller, not I catch Shorty rocket through so like a lot tight grip. When a rocket, she know we the wave. I got a gun that require a tank. I got a milli, I did it with Frank. I got some shit that require a bank. Me in the days where it's nothing to think. Now you need it, I got it. It's nothing to. PTSD got me bopping the tank and my ADHD got me hospital link. We took a trip on some airplane goals and I put it on airplane mode. Hello tip hit him this airplane foe. How the fuck you a hat in this airplane toe? She let me nut in a barefaced bowl. She told her the tech for low J with a hole. She let me rock and get J with a low. And she doing the hits when we smile, let's go. We took a trip on some airplane goals and I put it on airplane mode. Hello tip hit him this airplane foe. How the fuck you a hat in this airplane toe? She let me nut in a barefaced bowl. She told her the tech for low J with a hole. She let me rock and get J with a low. When we doing the hits when we smile, let's. Man, shout out VG Frankie and J-Way, man. Y'all know the vibe, man. I know my body.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, wow.
Chris.
No high.
He did that.
No highs, man.
Crazy.
Oh,
He did
Dear
that.
Summer. Y'all know this one, gang. Y'all know this one.
Check it
back
out,
home.
y'all. Dear
Know this one
Summer.
back home. We gonna get crazy.
Number
Hey,
one.
Sexy Ray. Hey,
You are
Blueberry.
on the
I gotta-
Double
hold on.
Effect show called the Hot 30.
Listen.
Or it might
Listen.
be the listening
Baby, she
party.
shaking them heads, she clapping. I
Hey.
can't believe I got lit off this rapping. I was just joking, trapping, cashing. Now we get bougie backing, throwing it back, get back, she backing. Baby got neck, got ashy
in a
blacking.
radio
Bro got a
interview
package, macking a
with some
fashion.
of our
Bro keep a
artists.
burner, burn them, Ashton. I want your night, I want your day, I want your babies, I want your face. Let's make a movie, trip to the A, packing
Hey.
a Thule, keeping them safe. Hips, boobies, filling your waist. Prada, Gucci, conceal your face. Fendi, Louis, trip to the K, bad and bougie. That's where the rock, that's where the tape. Roy from Brooklyn, dropping a, I cannot hang with them boys, they fake. Aim at the renters for Tower the Lake. Smoking on Zawa, I beat on the lake. Calling up Bearman, he from Passaic. Brody from No, that's on the way. If he needed, I got it for Brom Spray. Doing that hip shit, I'm like, okay, bro's a dipshit, get out the way. Baby got new clips, Nate Bay. Bottles like aces, I'm sipping rosé. Back to the crib when I'm feeling like Blake. Singing my ear when I'm singing like Drake. But that's a Simon, he move like a snake. When it comes to this money, he move like a race. We can have titles in public, but if there's no bonding, it really mean nothing. And for you, I'll be loyal and trusting. The nigga try to play to you know that I'm up in. Was a dog, now I'm all in the leash. We was just broke, now we all on the beach. We was just friends, now they turned to a leech. Now it's no dappers, now it's just beef. I had to back up so they could eat. Now it's no backup, so I'm in the street. I did them lap us, now it's my seat. Now them. Listen, ADHD got me feeling like me. It's a song of the summer. I'm feeling this. ADHD got me feeling. Listen, I tell him, baby, she's shaking them hips, she clapping. I can't believe I got lit off this rapping. I was just joking, trapping, cashing. Now we get bookings, bougie back, throwing it back, get back, she backing. Baby got neck, got ashy black. Bro got a mackage, macking a fashion. Bro keep a burner, burn them, Ashton. I want your night, I want your day, I want your babies, I want your face. Let's make a movie, trip to the A, packing a Thule, keeping you safe. Hips, boobies, filling your waist. Prada, Gucci, conceal your face. Fendi, Louis, trip to the K, bad and bougie. That's where the take, rock, that's where the take. Boy from Brooklyn, dropping on tape. I cannot hang with them boys, they fake. Ain't got the run, it's a Tower the Lake. Smoking on Zawa, I beat on the lake. Calling a Bearman, we from the state. Brody from No, that's on the way. If he needed, I got it for Broma. RP my brother Tata, man. I told you. RP VJ, man. We outside. We outside, man.
Let's
Shout
go,
out Brett.
no
Shout out
eyes.
DJ Effects. We outside, man. Dear Summer, this gonna be the song of the summer for everybody. Kosh and that already streamed it. Y'all know the vibes, man. We seen them listening to it.
Hey, you know what?
Chicks just turned their radio up, but they was just twerking there.
It's a fact. If y'all was dancing to that, I appreciate you, man.
Beat was just killing them.
All summer, No House Vegas, NOHAJ Vegas. You see me on TikTok, see me on Instagram, probably see me on your famous rapper page, man, because you know I'm out here. Shout out Swamp Izzo, got the #1 album in the world, Playboy Cardi right now, that's my uncle, we outside. Okay?
Let go.
Hood Rich, we out here.
Do y'all feel that energy?
Soviet Union.
All there.
Y'all feel that energy? That's crazy. I think the energy's so crazy. I think I was trying to do a listening party. I was trying to do a Hot 30. But I think I just came up with a new show called the Live Concert Series with DJ Effects.
We just made that up just now.
Just y'all kind of inspired that. So it's the Live Concert Series with DJ Effects. Can we get into this? Who's up next? Say what?
And appreciate.
No. Let's go.
Hey, y'all.
It's the
See
Live
y'all
Concert
there.
Series with DJ Effects, man.
We can't hear the music
We got
because it's in their
Angie Greco
headphones.
up
They're on the
next.
live interview on the radio station.
Featuring Greasy.
DJ.
Come on.
Put no one above you. Better cherish it. Understand it. You forever live. Hey, I'm the big bear. This the revenant. So sincere. When it's time to ball.
We playing this every day. Let's go.
Hey, in rhythm like a dance hall. Bogle. Spit it, I'm a mogul.
Hey, Mom 3. Hey, Nook. Hey,
Done
Brother
that,
Blue.
thought I told you. Greg got vocals. It's evident. Nothing but land.
Exactly, Mama 3.
Money
Tomorrow we
gets
got a
spent.
show here in Atlanta.
Went. Long as my bills paid.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Hey, y'all.
10. Hopefully you can see what
Usually I have
I'm
it connected where y'all can hear the music, but right now it's just.
We working, y'all. We working.
This was an
We got
impromptu show.
OP Pressure Gang. We
So I
got
just went
Latoya
live.
in the field and them
Hey.
Fosters. We got them Fosters.
Ancient Greco.
Simply for just being
OP,
you.
Oh,
he about to have his radio. And
Gracie Grace.
And they
He doing
appreciate the
big
things.
things.
Oh.
Okay.
When I kick it, shot clock. Hey, my type of talent, it had you off balance, smiling. Do I know you're not really? Huh? 3 stacks, you remember the line? Facial expression looking silly. With a bounce on the West, burn an ounce. Ladies and gents, to announce a low-key great from the Empire State. God, don't make no mistakes. This
Yes,
a
right.
mutual feeling. I have no ceiling. Giving this musical healing. The stuff I was dealing, I look back, it just wasn't that appealing. I'm supposed to pass that down to my children. Nah, I set them up to make millions. Woo! Who loves you?
Gracie Grace, go
Simply
girl.
for just being you.
Say what?
And they appreciate the things you do. Simply for just being you.
Let's go.
And they appreciate the things you do.
WSREradio.com. Man, that thing is fire, man. Listen.
Loves you, baby.
I'm gonna say this, y'all.
Gracie.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know who it was to make it popular for a thug not to love on a record. But if anybody's gonna bring it back, it's gonna be Ancient Greco.
Man.
He got love in all his music. You know what I'm saying? Would I write you? If I wrote you a love letter, would you write me back? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, real talk.
It's all out of love. It's
Real
all
talk.
out of
And I
love.
think if anything, if the time is now, where the world just need love. Like, seriously, am I wrong? Somebody stop me if I'm wrong.
Nah, you're right.
You know what I mean? The world
Now,
needs
this is
love, man. We need to hear more love.
Too many
In the
tough
music,
guys.
man.
So many
Effects
tough
Radio.
guys.
Yeah, I mean, but I think the tough guys are the guys who can love the hardest. You dig what I'm saying? So we need to stop. We need to stop tough guys from not being able to express themselves. That's what it is. Like we got this cancel culture going on where tough guys can't express themselves because they'll say something and get canceled. You dig what I'm saying? So
That's true.
I feel like the world is getting too sensitive, but like
that's true. That's the fact.
It
right
is
there.
sensitive. Yeah.
And love is created out of like joking around too. Like people think like like when I'm picking at you or you picking at me, you know what I'm saying? But we might be different from a different background. It's all the same. Like we could be, like I could be really from Africa. Like say we picking on something, you know what I mean? People would be so. That's what I'm saying. People would take it so harshly, and it's just like, man, we got to get back to like the 2000s, the 90s love, man.
We just need to take the energy and make it a 2025 thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's always going to be different. Even like, okay, how old are you right now?
I'm 28.
See, I've been 28 before.
That's a fact.
So I got a lot of things to teach you about 28, right?
Yeah.
But you got a lot of things to teach me about being 28 and 2025.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
like
saying? So
age.
it's a reciprocal thing of I got to learn from you because I don't know what it is to be 28 and 2025.
My young people got to be more open to learn from people who already been that age before, and then that's how it's gonna work out. You know what I'm saying?
You know that
because we don't know everything. We don't know everything. I'm a millennial.
That's the key.
We all think anybody born 1981 after we all think we know something just because we got taught how to use a computer, but.
Right.
We really got to learn from everybody else because that's how it's going to work. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that's how it's going to work out. Generation got to teach the generations. Yeah. We got to learn the pros and the cons from both sides to make everything not happen again or happen again. You feel me?
Right. But I think that it happens with the OGs and the young people knowing they got so much to learn from each other.
Yeah, history repeats itself.
Usually, and the reason why I say that, usually it's like one side closing their ear.
Yeah.
Usually you got the OG speaking and the young closing their ear. Or the young people are speaking and the OGs closing their ears.
Yeah.
Like we need to open our ears. It might be in the next record. Like,
I understand the misconception though.
Facts.
I understand the barrier though. See, like you gotta look.
Yeah.
Because I was like that at first. Like I understand from the young dude's perspective. Because like they coming in and they just getting money right off the top, off the Instagram and all of that shit, right? So look.
Microwave mentality.
Yeah, that right there. They getting rich and all of that real quick,
Rich,
right?
you look like you're 19, man.
Look,
you look like you're 19, man.
Look. They getting rich and all of that real quick because of their platforms and shit like that. But if you're an older dude and you ain't really doing better than them, then they're gonna look at you like, yo, what you trying to tell me? You're waiting
instead of teaching them.
You're waiting and work, so you can't tell me shit about this. This is how we getting it right now. That's how they gonna come with that. But
we on the radio, man.
I mean, sorry, but that's how they gonna be. They're gonna be like, yo, look.
No, I get that aspect of it.
That'd be the barrier.
That's why I say that we got to figure out a way that it's an even playing field where everybody's listening to each other. Because either the OGs start talking, and because of certain reasons, like how you said, if they ain't getting it like them, they don't want to listen. But the OG don't want to listen to the youth. So I'm watching both sides. I'm watching both sides. We gotta plug their ears.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff going on within the household when we're being brought up to make it like that. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely have to stop being the damaged version of ourselves. And, you know what I'm saying? Take the time to open up and listen to everybody else. Because it's not going to be counterproductivity is never good on both sides.
Right.
You're not going to get your, you're not going to get your message across being a hurt, young, angry person or like a hurt, older person, who didn't get a chance to express themselves. We all don't want our kids or our friends or our younger people to not turn out like us, but we got to remember, the good that we did while we were here.
But what I'm saying is, I think I identified the disconnect.
Yeah,
the disconnect
definitely
is that.
But it's the way we were brought up on both sides because.
Wait a minute. The disconnect is the fact that the conversation is not being had.
Yeah.
Like when one gets to talking, the other one plugs their ears. Whether it be the OGs plugging their ears and not listening to the youth, or the youth plugging their ears and not listening to the OGs. Yeah. How do we bridge that gap? I don't know.
We got to have the youth that listen talk to the youth that don't listen, because if it's a younger dude talking to a younger dude, we're gonna, like, if it's a younger man talking to a younger man, we're gonna think like, okay, like, boom, like this is somebody we could potentially be cool with, kick it with, you know what I'm saying?
That they
they
can
want to
relate
start,
to.
yeah, they want to start reaching out. Like so imagine a TikToker generation that has the mind of a millennial or the mind of a, you know, a 70s, 60s, 50s dude, right? They go back talking to these young dudes, you know what I'm saying, as that person, because he grew up in a household where communication was had. You know what I'm saying? Older dudes also lived in a household where communication wasn't had. You know what I'm saying? We all look at the relationships like, oh, we want an old school relationship. There's relationships that are just like nowadays that was in the old school times. You know what I'm saying? So it's always the, you know, it's just that message. We got to get the older person to talk to the older person and the younger person to talk to the younger person. And then, you know, they make people like us, because there's people like me that's younger, but we listen. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong listening to the older people. They know what's going on. They've been here before. But also, like, we're young and we could teach the older people how nowadays work. You know what I'm saying? Because they probably never heard of what you're going through.
Y'all dictate right now what's hot. You know what I'm saying? The younger generation right now, I can actually say, like, as far as what's successful right now, y'all kind of dictate what's hot.
But we bringing back y'all stuff. We bringing back 90s and 2000s.
It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
But that's true. But y'all spinning it in y'all whole different way. Like when we listen to the way that y'all remix it, it don't sound like like somebody trying to just do a remix of a 90s song. It sounds like a whole different way behind y'all.
But we appreciate y'all, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is the stuff we would wish, like, we wish we was born back in your time to do this.
Let me cut in real quick.
Facts.
Because I think that when you got a valid point, but I think when you get into that, you get into semantics, and because their interpretation is going to be their interpretation. It's just like I don't know anything about being 28 in 2025. So guess what? How we raise them is a reflection of what happens when we sitting up there saying, you know what I'm saying, what you said, you kind of just gotta let it happen.
Not even,
you know what I'm saying?
It's also contingent on what they can relate to.
I mean, if you're talking to the mic, I can hear what you say, but
I said it's contingent on what, you know, who they are relatable to. And
get the butter in this.
The message. Yeah, the butter is. But who delivers the message? That's where it all comes down to. Who delivers the message?
I think it's a combination, though, right?
We all got interpretation of y'all music, but it's like also showing love, because
I think it's the
way
message.
y'all did it. Yeah, the way y'all did it, though, the way y'all did it is the original. Always gonna be the original OG. But like when we come in and do like little remixes and stuff like that, we also trying to make y'all proud. And that's coming from a YN standpoint, like somebody who's already like, you know, in that type of community, and you know, being from a young community, like we just trying to we're just trying to show y'all what we would have did if we was on that track with y'all, or if we was back in them times. You know what I'm saying?
It literally goes back to what I said as far as the conversation, right?
Facts,
So he said what he said, right? I was like, my position was like, hold on, wait a minute. On how we raise them, that's their interpretation of it.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like it's still that disconnect, because when he says what he says, that's the point where young ears kind of close up, if you will. Not necessarily what you said or you saying it, but just in different caveats across the nation. And this hip hop thing, when an OG starts speaking, they'll say something to that, and then young ears close up. So I think that there has to be an okay. We have to get to the yes.
It's the respect.
Like we have to get to the yes.
The respect level has changed between younger people and older people.
Exactly.
Let's just get to that. You
but
want to keep it plain and simple?
No.
That's it right there.
It has to be reciprocated.
You took the words out of my mouth.
The respect between each other there's no line.
But hear what Greco said. What did Greco just say?
I'm saying it has to be reciprocated.
It has to be reciprocated.
Of course.
So the reciprocations between generations has been kind of in a tension mode. That's what I've been doing it from the radio side.
But this is
like,
another part of the disconnect.
And
meaning what all advertisement, internet platforms, and how people can get paid today, and how like the microwave mentality
doing interviews
how
with
a
some
check
of our
can just flip
artists
and bounce, and you can have it,
on
and you can turn
EFX
over
Radio,
your whole
EFFX,
livelihood can be different. And when
here in Atlanta,
these quote unquote OGs or whoever you feel like they can take on, but it's not even a matter of doing it like them. They weren't allowed to do that. They were under different type of contracts as to where they were subjected to do what radio companies allowed them to do.
Right, right.
So therefore, the money was totally different.
Totally.
Exactly.
Unless you were some type of top tier artist that was mainstream selling crazy records. Rest in peace, DMX went double platinum, multi-platinum in same 1 year.
No, two different albums.
records. That's what I'm saying. In
Yeah,
1 year. So when you like that, what they doing? Throwing them in movies. They gonna get as much as they can get out of them as quickly as they can get it out of them.
Yeah. But at the same time, like I see,
That's
like
not everybody.
But I see that there
Sure
is there's this disconnect because of things that
Brother Callie, I heard you got some bars. I need to hear your music.
I'm looking at Riz, I'm looking at Greco, and I'm like, these are some young guys, right? Like y'all clearly younger than me. So I'm looking at y'all still vibrant, still ready to go, still crush anybody on the mic. I'm looking at y'all that way.
We built
but then
then
the youth looks at y'all and they want to call y'all old. I think when those little nuances of the game get thrown off, like, let me reciprocate it. We look at them, man, y'all just babies. Y'all not spitting bars. Y'all mumbling. Things that we done said, like those little nuances, if they get released, then I think everybody's gonna hear everybody.
Why I don't get that, though?
I'm just the DJ. Like,
why I never get that?
What do you mean?
I don't get that from young dudes.
What is it?
I don't get that from young dudes. Young dudes.
What is it that you don't get?
I don't know. What I'm saying is I don't get that from the young dudes because the young dudes.
Your bars got
You're
power
still not
Callie.
saying what is it that you don't get?
No, what I'm saying is like what you
What
just
don't
said
you
just
get?
now, I don't get no disrespect from the young dudes.
I didn't say disrespect.
I'm talking about like they rock with me. They like what I do. They always did.
Okay. No,
They
but
won't
at the
listen,
same
even if you're
time,
not whack, they're not listening. They're
at
not
the
trying to
same
hear that
time.
shit. What they're trying to hear is the only way they will try and hear it is if
Virgo, you look young too. I don't want to hear this shit.
I'm not even talking about that. What I'm talking about is the bridging of the gap. If there was someone in their team, in their cipher, that would introduce them, yo, I'm telling you, this shit is a wave.
That's it.
Can y'all stop cursing? I know I cursed a couple times, but can y'all stop cursing?
This here is a wave.
That's back to what we were talking about earlier. It take like a young dude to tell a young dude and an old dude to tell an old dude, because you got to think about it. It's not even old. It's an older person, because you got to think about it. Like,
yeah, but the game has actually, like, if I got bars, y'all. I don't care what you say. If I wanted to come out with an album right now, all y'all gonna look at me is like I'm a
but
old. Y'all gonna look. He's laughing over there.
But I'm one of the people
who is this guy?
I'm one of the people who's raised in I'm one of the people who's raised in a house to listen to the other people. So it's like I could be teaching the people who was raised, because it's all about the parents. They're taught by people who don't want to hear nothing. That's how they don't want to hear nothing.
This is what's happening right here. I'm having a conversation about what's happening across the border in the culture, and then y'all making it about you.
No.
Like
you said you.
There gotta be more people like me that teach the younger people to stop doing that.
Let me finish. Let me explain why before you jump down. Okay, so he said I was saying what I was saying about young people, and he was like, young people dig me. And I was saying what I was saying about older people, and you were like, I listen. But it's not about y'all per se, even though y'all here. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the culture. We already know, even LL still got bars, still can go. But guess what? He's been fast-tracked into a senior citizen category that if you go across music platforms where you're talking rock and roll, and maybe the Grateful Dead, who toured till they was damn near dead. You see what I'm saying? Like, I would love to go to an MC Shan concert right now and have young people with me and older people with me that can enjoy this music. But what we do as a culture across the board, it has nothing to do with you, respect the platforms, because that's the reason why y'all here. That's we already know that about y'all, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the game and how it's not allowing us to have a hip hop Grateful Dead, if you will.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Somebody gonna change it.
We was kind of having two different conversations.
Well, you
Something
brought
gonna
up the
change
perfect
it.
name. LL
Yeah.
is doing the Rock the Bells tour.
No, that's cool. Like but the struggle is real. You know
I
this.
know, but he also has that radio station just as well as them on satellite radio too. That they, he keeps it going. He keeps
the struggle is real,
the music
and
alive.
he is LL. So
I know it's not many.
like okay, name me the rest of the top 10 list of doing what he's doing. You can't. You dig what I'm saying? So
I mean, I think
he's an anomaly.
It's gonna come a time where everybody gonna have to come to that point though, because like hip hop is
I think it should be now.
But listen, what I'm saying, hip hop is like it's like a circle. Like at one this is hot at this time. Then when they get down here, this hot at this time. You're gonna come around to your time. It's starting to come back around to the time where you gotta spit now.
Man, really,
you gotta have some lyrics.
I got more rope behind me than I do ahead of me. I want to see it happen now.
You got. I mean,
what we got to do to make this happen now?
Let's say it started in a way kind of with Kendrick beating Drake. It started from there. Lyrics is back. Dudes are spitting. That's back.
I listen.
Instead of just we can come out here spitting now. We can say something now, and people will listen now.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Wait till you let me talk.
Okay, I was just saying.
Okay, so the thing about it is, if Kendrick beat Drake,
oh boy,
like, wouldn't Drake not be able to have a career after that?
No.
Like I'm so used to an MC killing somebody like Kendrick did. I agree with you. He won it. But now Drake got a hit record, y'all, and it's being spun on WSRE. And it'd be like, baby girl.
But he's
like,
using his voice. He's using Kendrick's voice as AI.
I'm looking
Nas
at
beat Jay-Z. Nas beat
Kendrick's
Jay-Z
voice,
with Ether. Did he kill Jay-Z's career? No, that don't mean it's gonna kill your career.
Say what?
Nas beat Jay-Z with Ether, but it didn't kill Jay-Z's career.
DJFX, I got a valid
You can
opinion.
still have
Okay.
a career
Okay.
after losing the battle.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
do y'all know who Kumo
depending on
is?
the artist.
Yes, I know who he is.
Okay.
Of course.
Did y'all see what Drake did to Meek Mill?
But he didn't kill his career.
I'm used to battles like that taking somebody out,
But it's-
not them coming back in the same year.
Drake got
in the same year and dropping some heat.
They still
Drake
gonna be able to
Drake
come
got
back.
hurt.
Everybody's
so bad.
loving
Look,
it.
look though, Drake. Listen, Drake
Y'all
still had
weird.
number 2.
Y'all
Nah,
weird.
Drake had number 2 to DNX. No, I got real facts for you. Drake
Y'all
had number
weird.
2 to DNX, right? Drake consistently had to diss SXX Tentacion after his death to make that 21 Savage album go hot. You know what I'm saying? And I personally know this because I mess with X-Mom. X-Mom is a real good lady. Shout out Cleopatra Bernard.
I appreciate you
Listen,
editing yourself.
But look,
That's what
yeah, you already know. I'm media trained.
enamored.
Yo,
I'm
DJ
enamored.
I got you.
I'm enamored.
But look though.
He
Look,
called himself like,
look though. Drake used Kendrick's voice because he has an AI team that's real. He's nice with it because he used Tupac's voice and Michael Jackson's already. Drake, that baby girl and that whole thing is Kendrick's voice, and he's doing that play around, how Kendrick does his little play around right there. So he's accepting defeat, but he's doing it's called marketing manipulation. He's accepting it, and then he's releasing that song, that Nokia right there with Kendrick's voice is his biggest song. Right.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not used to artists demolishing somebody like Kendrick.
Girls like that.
making a
Girls
joke
like
out of
that
it.
dude.
Hold on, wait a minute. This
He's
is
making a
radio.
joke out of it.
Wait a minute, gentlemen. This is radio. One of us has to talk at this, or it's going to sound really muddy. And we just sounded really muddy right there because y'all didn't want to hear me finish my sentence.
Go ahead.
Can I finish my sentence, gentlemen?
Right.
Is that cool?
Throw.
So my whole thing is, all right, forget it. I forgot. No, I'm just joking. But like, he demolished Drake, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you mean to tell me there's survival after that?
Yes.
Depending on how big your career is before you got demolished.
Regardless, like he
Before
also
you get washed.
But somebody else dosed him up too, right? Who else dosed up
He
Drake?
wasn't big enough to keep him down.
No, who else dosed up Drake?
Pusha T. But he
Okay.
wasn't big
But
enough
look,
to keep him
so-
down.
No, but look though, what Drake did, it was big enough to keep him down, but what Drake did is when he started wearing the bullet hole hoodies and that everybody's going against me and the you could tell he lost because he sued.
After Kendrick.
After Kendrick, because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
could tell
yeah.
because
Yeah.
he didn't sue because he used UMG to promote this Kendrick.
I just think it's a different time from where I'm from because
But he's a comedy man.
Back in
He's
the
an
day,
actor.
back in the day, you could sound like the next artist, and your career was done.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
oh yeah.
But now everybody
Facts.
sounds alike. So, which it tells me, I get what you're saying, but it tells me we're in a different time.
Definitely.
Like,
It's
it's
the
a
money.
different
It's
time.
the money.
Like,
The radio executives want that. If that's a hot
It's a
sound, they
business.
going after
Yeah.
the artist that has that hot sound that's selling right now. So
Yeah.
therefore, hey,
And so
you
the
have
artist-
a shot now.
The artist
You
got
get a shot.
proteges.
You
and
get a shot. It's like,
I
hey,
know
you get a
radio
shot.
execs.
It's what the
You get a
youth
shot. You
want to
sound
hear.
like him, you get a shot.
Yeah, it's
But
what the
also
it's what the
the
youth want to
artist.
hear.
The artist
Okay,
doing
y'all
Okay,
all
y'all.
talking at the
I'm
same
about to-
time. Y'all gotta take turns. 'Cause are y'all listening to what I'm listening to? It
Hey,
sounds
y'all,
muddy.
about to,
Like you gotta wait till the next perspective talks. Like, okay, who wants to say something?
It's a New York thing.
Yeah, but we're
Look,
creating media right
look,
now.
look, this is what I was
hold on,
saying.
y'all
Look,
be right back.
he's not going to end his career because, first of all, you got to understand, girls like this dude. I mean, he has a big career off of women. He don't need dudes
Okay,
to
y'all,
like him.
peace.
He
I gotta
can come
go,
out
gotta
with a song, a certain type of
If you're
song
in
right
Atlanta,
now, and
Cali,
if
come
it's
to,
right.
I'm just
And
saying this
chicks
wouldn't
like
happen
it.
in my day.
I mean,
That's all. It wouldn't have
hey,
happened.
Callie, if you in here, come pull up to Tree Sound Studio tomorrow at 10. Call TC and get the information. We got we have an event. And we have a showcase. You should come check it out. Anyway, y'all, gotta go. Peace. Love y'all.